What's going on, everybody? It is Christmas Eve in the DFS season. Football kicks off tomorrow, but the main slate is on Sunday, and we're here today to give you our favorite plays at each position. Come on into the shop, and let's get rolling. Welcome in to the DFS Deli. I'm the proprietor of this delicatessen, Sully Ali Shaheed. And it is finally time, guys. The redraft time is over. All your seasonal crap is set. We're here for the main menu, baby. DFS regular season. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like Baker playing a 25-year-old game on Facebook that no one else plays on the fucking planet except him. I'm just so pumped for you guys to be here, and we're here for the crowd. We're here for the ladies and gentlemen that are going to listen to us talk about our favorite plays for the main slate on Sunday. Chill, man. What's going on, brother? How you feeling today?
I mean, I'm feeling good. As you said, DFS is back, and I'm just getting ready to dive on into the slate, and apparently some pick'em.
Yeah, it's not DFS season for you, seeing as how you're taking a trip to Minnesota, and that is completely illegal over there now, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I'll set a couple lineups before I go. The bankroll will be a little bit less on that side, but I mean, I'll see what I can do.
Hey, at least you get some pick'ems, like you said.
Dale,
what's up, man?
What is popping? Just got done with a fantasy draft. 12-guy, no defense, no kickers. It was a fun time. Fun times.
Yeah,
your team sucks. Your team
it was
sucks.
piss poor. Your whole draft was piss poor.
Listen,
everybody in your league
guy,
was piss poor.
Your team
I don't
sucks.
appreciate the kind of slander coming from the Baker Square. Okay,
That's fine. Your team sucks.
To avoid Dale's mistakes, please rewatch our how-to video back.
I was going to say, I have a specific video based off hows, do's and don'ts, and there was a lot of don'ts in that draft summary that you sent us.
Absolutely.
I might need to hit the rewind button. It's
too late. It's too late. Like, you already drafted that terrible ass team, and you're going to have to suck it for 18 weeks.
Yeah, man. It's but at least the rest of the teams kind of blow too. So I mean, y'all all over the place. Y'all are all over the place. It's bad.
At least I didn't take a quarterback first overall.
You didn't take a quarterback first overall. That is true.
Because certain people forgot it was not a super draft or a super flex league.
That was one of our dues of the fantasy season, buddy. Know your draft, know your season, know your scoring
league
system. Yes, know your league. I don't get it, but Baker, welcome.
Hi.
Are you prepared to give us the worst takes that I've ever heard on each position, like you always do?
Why? Like all off season, you've been talking about how I actually know this game of fantasy. Now we're here to DFS time, and you're like, you know nothing.
Yeah, I recently quit smoking, and I'm sober now. So I'm speaking with logic. So
I saw an alcoholic beverage
then, huh?
I saw alcohol in your hand, so you're not sober.
I'm sober from smoking. Oh yeah, this is definitely but it's clear I'm not sponsoring anybody today, so.
Well, what are you drinking? Like, fuck the sponsorship. What are you drinking?
Are you asking me what's in my cup?
No, I did not say that. I said, what are you drinking? What beverage are you consuming, sir?
I'm actually drinking that whiskey that we got at the distillery that myself, Painter, and Blaine went to. I think it's called King's Distillery.
Oh, some good old Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, yeah. This is Southern, baby. Smooth like Tennessee whiskey, baby. Well, before we get into our plays at each position, obviously some news. No Cooper Kupp, so he has been officially ruled out for the main slate. So that elevates guys like Van Jefferson, and that also opens up, if we didn't have enough value plays coming into this week, some of the other receivers from the Rams as well. Looks like Terry McLaurin is not officially ruled out, but it is looking uncertain for week one. Joe Burrow is slated to play with his calf injury. And I feel like I'm missing one more important one.
I feel like that might be the big dude in red.
Not on the main slate.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is expected to play week 1 as well.
The big guy in red he's not on the main slate, so we don't care about him.
Very true. He plays tomorrow. Forgot. Sorry.
Oh yeah, if you're not on the main slate, your injury concerns don't exist to me.
Yeah, you season long people, you're trying to replace your first round
pick.
pick.
You don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the guys that, those Noah Gray shares in best ball, they're going to come in clutch tomorrow.
Bruh.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say it. I knew it.
When Noah Gray does nothing, Lord Jesus. He's going to do nothing.
He's going to have 3 receptions, 3 touchdowns.
You about to be the chalk on these showdown slates, bro.
What you talking? I'm playing showdown tomorrow, and I'm fading Noah Gray.
You're not playing Noah Gray tomorrow? What's wrong with you?
So who's the other tight end you could play that's not Noah Gray?
I'm not playing a Kansas City tight end.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. You're going to play one of the 7 receivers they have active tomorrow?
Yes.
You going to play some Rashid Rice?
No. I'll play.
None of that crap matters. I don't care. Y'all do whatever y'all want on Thursday.
I'll play MVS over him.
Does he get blocking stats on Showdown? I'm confused.
I mean, you want to 1v1 me? Rashid Rice versus MVS right now, chill.
Bro, I don't want to touch Rashid. I don't touch Showdown, bro.
I'm talking about fantasy points, fuck.
He's talking about a player prop.
That is still literally a showdown. It's 1v1. That's still literally a showdown.
That's like the definition of a showdown, actually.
Pass.
1v1 me, bro.
Jesus.
1v1 on Rust snipers only.
Right.
Good Lord, Nuketown.
Just saying.
I mean, Chill would see me 1v1 in Call of Duty though, but he won't see me 1v1 right now. That's some BS.
You don't 1v1 me in basketball when I ask.
Baker.
Thank you. I was thinking the same thing.
All right, boys, let's jump on into it. Position by position, let's break down these plays for the main slate. As y'all probably know, I'm just gonna guide. I'm gonna let y'all meditate through the plays that y'all want to talk about, because I've made several YouTube videos about who I'm playing, and I've played several podcasts about who I'm playing. So it's not about me today.
We all know you're playing Baker Mayfield. We can move on.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like it sounds like a Saturday show type of deal.
Nah, man.
Contrarian.
Nah. Ain't nothing contrarian about. Nah, we getting all the takes today. Yes, it is a Saturday show take, but nah. I'm letting it out right now. I'm playing me some Baker Mayfield. Believe that.
Gross.
But hey, it's not about how I feel about Baker Mayfield. It's how you guys feel about the rest of the slate. So, Chili, I'll start with you. Some of the main guys you're going to be focusing on the lineups that you submit before you get on a plane, where you can't submit lineups after that.
Right. So I mean, in that case, like, I think a lot more of my picks are probably gonna be more on the safer side. So I'll probably be playing a little bit more chalkier lineups. So the first guy that comes to mind for me is Lamar Jackson. At home, brand new offense, playing this Houston team that they're not very good. That defense is still pretty weak. Lamar's the most expensive quarterback on the slate. So that's definitely one of the picks I'm leaning towards. I'm still kind of in between that Miami and Chargers game. I think both quarterbacks are extremely viable there. I'd probably be leaning more towards Herbert. Miami's pass defense, especially with Ramsey not being there, it was bad last year, and it's not like it got any better.
It got significantly worse. They had to sign Eli Apple.
Yeah, and we know
exponentially worse.
Yeah, and as the resident Dolphins fan here, it's not good. So in turn, you got Kellen Moore. I expect Herbert's numbers to be pretty good this year. So I do expect that game to shoot out. I think it's the highest total game on the slate, obviously. So, I do like those 3 quarterbacks. If I'm looking down here on the low end, give or take, I'm probably looking at somebody like Russell Wilson. He's at home. I get it. but his stacking options are really cheap, and it does allow you to open up a lot into your lineup. I don't think I can play Anthony Richardson. I don't know if he's going to be chalk. He feels like he's going to be chalk, but I don't think I can play him as a one-off. But those are probably the quarterbacks I'm looking at as of today.
Listen, man, I'm not riding no more, right? Broncos are ass. They suck. He sucks.
I'll ride because of what the stack allows me to do.
There's plenty of cheaper options. Sam Howell. Even if you don't want to play Baker Mayfield, Sam Howell, Geno is in that price tag. You can play Kirk Cousins if you want to play a little more. I mean, like, why am I going to play the quarterback from the lowest scoring offense in the NFL just last year? Why? Why am I doing this? Why would you do this to yourself?
I believe in coaching.
Geno is also more expensive than Russell Wilson, by the way.
I said in the area of.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, and I don't hate the Geno take either. The only thing that Geno might not have going for him is, can the Rams keep up?
Negative.
But, I mean, it's a pretty easy stack, right? So you would just stack Geno with Metcalf and Lockett, and you run it back with Tyler Higbee.
Like I said, you got some Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's in for this week. So a lot of people, if you want somebody lower owned, again, we'll get to wide receivers, but because of the injury, people tend to stay away. Oh, my God, he might be hurt. He might not play the full complement of snaps, blah, 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 blah. Listen, if he's in, he's in, okay? So if you want a lower stacking option with Geno, I'd go with Jackson Smith and Jigba too. So, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Baker, do you agree with some of Chill's takes, or you got some other quarterbacks in mind?
I'm surprised Chill didn't mention his boner boy, honestly. Like, did he forget that Trevor Lawrence plays the Colts?
Oh, I sure didn't.
I didn't forget. I just that game's just going to be a little bit weird. Again, like, if the Colts can't keep up, what's his ceiling? Right? Is he there by the point that they can't keep up, or does Jacksonville be balanced and it's more of an ETN and it's more of a mixture type of game?
I mean, Jacksonville's come out and said they don't believe in just one running back, and they've shown it this preseason by the fact of Doug Peterson.
I drafted me some Tanks Bigby last night. All right.
I mean, smart man.
Big Tank.
So, I'll take a look. Like, my opinion can change if I'm allowed to edit lineups come Saturday or Sunday.
Nope.
I think one of my big things is, and I've been saying this all off season, off air, is it's week one, so you can play what you want. I don't fault anybody for playing anything week one unless you're playing Josh Dobbs. In that case, you're just an idiot.
He's cheap.
And your lineup's going to be sitting in dead last with Josh Dobbs.
He's cheap.
4,600.
Right. What is it? It's not about what he does. It's what he allows
Unlock.
you to get in your lineup.
He still has to do something, Sully. I'm sorry. A 2-point game from Josh Dobbs does not get you. I don't care if the rest of your team has fire next to it. Josh Dobbs buries you.
Hey, listen, man. Remember last year we were in the same conversation with King Sam Ellinger, and how many people were going to chalk him because he was 4K? Well, he could run a little bit. He could do this. That dude was like 30% owned and did nothing because it wasn't what Sam Ellinger did, is what it allowed the rest of your lineup to be. And no one took down tournaments with Sam Ellinger.
Yeah,
so I get what you're saying.
I was just about to say Sam Ellinger did absolutely nothing that week.
Correct. But go on. I digress.
I mean, this Miami LA game, yeah, I'm in. The game that's a little bit, I mean, it's week one, so might as well break it out, has sneaky shootout potential. And I don't think many people are going to be on it. Is this Philly-New England game?
Pass.
I don't know why. Like, I don't have a logical reason why, but there's something about that game that just says, hey, take a deeper look, Baker. You should look a little bit more. I don't know if it's playing the hurt business. I don't know if it's a full stack. I don't know if it's just if it's one-offs or minis, but something about that game says, Baker, you should get involved in there just a smidgen, maybe.
It's because your Boner boy is the running back for the Patriots. That's why. You just want an excuse to play Ramondre. That's all.
I don't need an excuse to play Ramondre.
No, you found it. So you're trying to justify it.
Well, here's the justification. I mean, if you want to segue to running back, you jackwagon.
No, I haven't even talked to Dale about his quarterback plays, so there's no segue yet.
Dale's
Hold
just going
on.
to wish injury on somebody. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
You're right.
But, I mean, it's easy to justify my play of Ramondre Stevenson this week. It's easy. The Eagles are going to be up. They're going to be trailing. Ramondre's the pass catching back. There's my justification. All right, move on. Dale, talk about who you think is going to get hurt this week.
I'm not going to go and talk about who I think I'm going to get hurt.
Or who you want to get hurt.
Who I want to get hurt? Anybody not named Jalen Hurts. That's all I care
not
about.
named nobody. No one's getting hurt this week.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
Everybody's going to make it through week 1 healthy.
That would be nice. No,
Exactly.
I'm focusing more on Trevor Lawrence this week with 6,500. And then I'm with you guys. I don't really like the ETN stack with him. I'm going with Christian Kirk actually at 5,600. Just because I feel like the chemistry is more there than the Calvin Ridley. And I don't know about Baker with his 4 for 4. Is Zay Jones still popping in the optimals?
He is, well, first of all, 4 for 4. That's our boss, who's the 4 for 4 guy.
The Sims. Is he still popping in the optimal?
I run the Sims, and he is not popping in my optimals. I mean, we can check back on Saturday when we're closer to game time, but
That's a
he is
shame.
not popping. He is
That's
not
a
popping.
shame.
Calvin Ridley is going to end those optimals.
Well, I mean, do you guys want a teaser for who's the number 2 tight end in the optimals?
Not this dude
Not
again.
yet.
Is it Tyler Higbee?
No. Can I guess where he plays? Does he play in Atlanta?
So play Desmond Riddler. Got it.
Okay, running backs.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not playing that man, but he is number 2 in the optimals. I'm going to throw it out there.
No, yeah. I'm sticking more with the Trevor Lawrence train, and if you really want to go off the rails and go a little cheap, I already know you guys are going to fade it just because you guys believe in that defense a lot too, but I think it's early, so you never know what the fuck could happen. Why not Kenny Pickett?
You know, Nick Bosa got a fat contract today, so you know he's going to be playing on Sunday, right?
Fat contract.
I mean, sheesh.
He got. I mean, that's a.
No,
you're right. That definitely deserves a sheesh.
Now, Dale, if Bosa wasn't playing, I might be with you. I could probably help you defend it, but he'll be in Pittsburgh. He'll be ready to go.
That's one game no one's gonna stack.
No, nobody's touching that game.
Right? You want to get really weird? Stack that game.
You can get weird in so many different ways. It's week 1.
I mean, yes, it is week 1. There's logic, and then there's week 1.
And then there's Baker.
And
damn.
Pats Eagles.
All right, so yeah, Baker, you stack Pats Eagles. I'll stack Steelers 49ers, and we'll see what happens with our lineups. How about that?
I win.
I'll stack the 49ers and Steelers.
If we do that, I beat you. Guaranteed.
That's sad because they play at 1 and your game plays at 4. So
Yes.
it's like we can't, simultaneously watch what's going on. So.
No, we cannot. It would be like, oh, yours is done, and you have like 5 points from your stack. I win.
Damn.
Lord, I hope not, seeing as how in seasonal I'm starting 2 49ers with confidence. So let's not have that happen.
I feel so sorry for your seasonal team is about to get ass raped.
Bruh. Stop
your
the cap.
Dude, your fucking seasonal team is trash.
Stop the cap. Stop capping.
You're running back.
Crazy. My
running
team
back.
is fire, cuz.
Your team is trash, bro.
Stop the cap. Anyway, running backs, unless there's someone else y'all want to mention. Again, I think the short list we had Trevor Lawrence and Kenny Pickett on the low end if you guys want to get contrarian. Chili likes himself some wait, you had a question about if Anthony Richardson was going to be chalk, right?
Correct. I feel like he's going to be chalk.
I want to answer that, and I want to say yes. To be honest, I mean, Baker, you have ownership projections right now for early week. What is the run the Sims saying about ownership?
3%.
3% or third highest?
3%.
Okay. See, well,
Man, I feel like that's low.
what about a guy like what about Sam Howell?
Sam Howell is the highest on mine.
this is,
The
I
highest
mean,
ownership.
obviously we are early in the week, and this is coming out of the preseason, so I'm not taking these ownerships to heart. I got Sam Howell at 9%.
Yeah, I think Sam Howell is going to be the chalk on the low end for sure.
I got Sam Howell at 14.5%.
Yeah, I don't have any quarterback over 10% right now, I don't think.
I think when it's all said and done, I think Herbert and Howell are going to be your two highest. Then Lamar, and I think people will find room for the Hurt business because he's Jalen Hurts.
I mean, if this stays where it is right now, I'm just loading up all the Tua, and I'll run that all day, and I'll live with it.
Baker, do you want Tua versus Mayfield right now?
You're not going to give that to me. You're not that.
You want Tua versus Mayfield right now?
We made
He's going to give it to you, bro.
We made a Baker bet though already at DeJohn's house.
Against who? Kirk?
I took Derek Carr.
Oh, you did. You did. All right. I'll back off.
Because trust me, you didn't want that Tua smoke. You really didn't.
The Tua smoke. Okay.
The Tua smoke.
As far as I know, his brain is still intact right now, so you don't want that smoke.
Just wait until pregame, bro. Just wait until
early.
pregame.
Touché.
It's going down. All right, well, we'll segue into running backs here. And as Baker already mentioned, he's going to be on some Rondre Stevens season in that Philly game. But who are the other? Because I think running back's a little deeper than what it's leading on to be. And I think especially with like late swap, there's going to be extra options available. So like Baker, I will start with you. How do you feel about the running back position? Who are you loading up this week?
I mean, stop me if you're going to stop me at some point in time because I'm going to mention this game in every freaking segment. This Miami Chargers game, you give me a running back in that game and I'll say yes. So that means Austin Eckler. That means Rashid must start.
Why is it Rashid now? What? Why is it Rashid now?
Because I wanted to call him Rashid.
Why?
Because I wanted to.
That's the weird. First time anyone has ever done that. It's Raheem. So
I called him Rashid.
Why? It makes
to.
no fucking sense. Why?
I don't make sense.
I get that, but just evaluate. Right. No, I'm mad now. I'm mad. Why? You forgot his name, didn't you? Didn't you? You forgot his name.
His name is sitting right in front of me right now.
Then why would you call him Rashid?
Because I wanted to.
It's Raheem. Don't. His name's already messed up enough. Why would you change it to something normal? That makes no sense to me. This is the type of shit I'm talking. This is the type of I'm talking about. That shit right there. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm gonna kill you,
Rashid. Whatever you're about to call him, dumbass name. His name's Raheem.
Mustard. That's what I called him.
That's his actual last name. Yes, it's Mustard. Yes.
But yeah, load up with some Rasheem Mustard.
Now you made up another name.
Oh my god.
Devin Archini, I'm fine with him. Austin Eckler, cool with him. All in that game, sure. Packers running backs, I think I'm somewhat in on them just because the Bears defense still sucks. But that's not a game that really entices me, so I'm not even certain if I'm going to actually get there.
The Packers running backs are super intriguing.
Exactly. But I don't feel like there's anybody on the Chicago side that I would have any interest in playing. So I'm not sure if I'll get to the Packers running backs.
Why don't you just play the Bears running back?
What, Justin Fields?
That's very insulting, Baker.
The young man that's listed at running back, not the quarterback who's actually a running back, okay? We didn't dog Lamar, all right? Don't sit here and dog Justin Fields, okay?
I figured even though he's not on the show anymore, I would pull a former employee of ours. He called Lamar running back, so I call Justin Fields a running back. Just figured I would go that route.
That's not nice, Baker.
I'm not a nice person.
It's not nice.
I think that injury news is going to play a big part of me when it comes to running back this week, honestly, because I haven't seen what's happened today, but obviously I know going into the weekend Walker was kind of banged up, so Zach Charbonnet could be potentially interesting.
It's fine. Ken Walker the Her is fine. It's all good.
Okay.
Yep, it's all good. Not saying there's still not going to be a split in the backfield regardless, but yeah, as far as being ruled out, yeah.
If Ken Walker's fine, I don't care about either one of those running backs.
Yeah, but if he's surprised, ruled out, you best believe Mr. Charbonnet is the chalk.
He's the chalk du jour, absolutely.
And you play it.
You eat it.
Yep, you lock that in.
You eat
I
it like
agree.
like Sully mowing grass. Just eat it. Both the running backs in the Browns Bengals game also kind of piqued my interest, just because the Browns tend to suck, and I'm, as a Browns fan, I'm on the we have improvements to our D line. Y'all got to show me. And what was the stat that I saw today? As a 6-point favorite, Joe Mixon averages like 20 points, 20 fantasy points per game. So if that's the case, give me some Joe Mixon.
It's going to be hard to avoid Joe Mixon on this slate. I get it. He's on the road, but I mean, like, come on, man. Like, this run defense, like you said, it's got to prove it. So they were trash last year until proven otherwise. They're going to be trash this year. So, Dale, any other running backs that Becker didn't mention that you're interested in this week?
I am in on the real running back of Chicago, Khalil Herbert.
I said Justin Fields, bro.
Oh, you fucking stop it right now, asshole.
You want to know the difference between Khalil Herbert and Justin Fields? It's 7 career winning games at one position. Justin Fields has 7 wins as a quarterback.
As a running back?
I mean, yeah, as a running back, for sure.
He's like, he's a running back.
I'm sticking with that all season. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling Justin Fields a running back.
Hey, man, if he proves that he can, throw the ball, then cool. I'll stop
calling
him a running back.
Because, like, I'm playing the role of Studer here. I don't care if he proves the fact that he can throw it. I'm calling him a running back.
So that means your ass is getting fired in, like, week 5?
He got fired in week 3.
I'm still going to show up to work, though.
Oh, he said he's going to work for free.
Not if you don't get a link to show up. Not if you don't get a key to get in the building.
Well, he stopped completely. He just ghosted everything.
That he did.
It's true.
I'm not ghosting anything.
So I have to ghost you.
Yes. In which case, then I just have to come to your house and beat you up.
Baker, I've lived here 2 years. You've been over here a total of 1 time, so stop. 3, a win. Oh, you came over for a wrestling event? Did you do that?
I came over for a wrestling event?
Yeah.
I came over to watch football at your house, and I feel like I came over for something else.
Yep, don't even remember. Twice. All right, moving on.
What the hell wrestling event did you go to? Because it wasn't the Royal Rumble.
It must have been Mania.
It was Mania, because I was screaming Dirty Dom.
That's right.
That's
right. Anywho, Dale, any other running backs before I kick the chill?
I really don't think so. Maybe, just maybe, because I want to see what he does again this year. Sprinkling some Dameon Pierce, but I'm not going to go heavy on it because I don't know what the hell to make of.
Throwing into contrarian takes left and right, bro.
I mean, Baltimore's defense is going to be really bad. I don't know if that's like a.
I think they're good. I think they're going to be good versus the run. I think if there's going to be a place to attack him, it's going to be via the air.
That game's going to be they're going to be in a lot of shootouts.
I have a very, I don't know if you want to call it contrarian, but I have a very cheap wide receiver option when we get there.
We got tons of cheap wide receiver options this week, buddy.
And if you say Marvin Mims, I'm going to drive over to your house and slap you and beat you up.
You can drive over to my house first, Bake. I mean, it depends on his ownership when we get there.
Well, chill, round us out with running backs. Who do we miss?
Yeah, I mean, I think, let's just take a look at the top here. I mean, obviously, you got Eckler and McCaffrey. I mean, I get it. Play the best plays. You're going to Eckler. Again, Miami's defense is not great. Depending on his ownership, you might want to take a look. Christian McCaffrey is the same thing as well. I get it. He's going up against Pittsburgh. It's a tough spot. But if you're going to get Christian McCaffrey at a very low percentage,
add to cart.
I think you got to add the cart. Yeah, I'm kind of with Baker on that one. If we take a look at this mid-range here, like, again, Houston was really bad against the run last year. I've watched like 2 or 3 of their preseason games, and they're still not good against the run. And they played their starters mostly. So if everybody's going to be playing that Ravens passing game, maybe you just pivot to J.K. Dobbins and, maybe again, it's just a good way to get out that Lamar chalk because I doubt people are going to play Dobbins and Lamar in the same lineup. So that one becomes super interesting. If you're looking at the low end here, I guess you have to determine on how you think that Washington and Arizona game is going to go. If you think Arizona is going to put up a fight, you probably want to play Gibson. But if you don't think they're going to put up a fight, I think you're calling in for Brian Robinson Jr.
Is Arizona going to put up a fight?
Fight back! Fight back!
But like it's week 1, right? So if there is a time for a team to kind of keep it close or upset a team, like it's week 1. This would be the time for it to happen. Like the Cardinals would win this game and then go 1-15 the rest of the way, or 1-16 the rest of the way.
If that's the case, everybody in Survivor pools all across the nation are going to be pissed.
Oh God, right?
Yeah, I mean that happened. That happened the year before. I think it was when the Colts were good and Jacksonville upset them.
That happened last year. I remember my Survivor pool. I don't remember what game I picked, but I picked a heavy favorite, and I was knocked out week 1. Bye.
Right. So, like, again, depending on how you think that script's going to go, like, if you think Washington's going to blow them out, then you probably want to play Brian Robinson Jr.
I'm loading up Brian Robinson Jr. and Antonio Gibson on this.
And then, I mean, I think one of the best, and probably depending on ownership, but I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name from Tampa Bay, but White.
Zamir?
Rashid?
Just make up something like Baker and justify it.
I'm not gonna make up a name, but
it's Rashad. His first name's Rashad.
All right.
Whatever you want to say, man. It's your world, bro.
I'll just go White. I'll just go with White, Mr. White.
Mr. White.
World.
I'm sorry. He's cha-cha-cha for me for the rest of the year.
What? Go ahead, Mr. Wendell.
But you want to talk about running back? That's going to have a lot of receiving and rushing upside in that game. Minnesota's defense is still not great. I think this week the value there's a lot of value at running back this week. So those are probably kind of some of the guys I'm looking at. Baker hit on Mostert. I really do like that play this week. Like the Chargers were extremely bad against the run last year. I mean, they were terrible. And if Miami can run the ball, they're going to. Like McDaniel still comes from that San Francisco type of mindset. So if they can establish the run, they're going to. That way Tua can get out the quick passes and not get hurt. So I think Baker hit them all pretty well. Just added in a couple more just lower guys. Truthfully, if you could probably guess the Philadelphia backfield right, you're probably good, right?
Good luck.
Hard pass.
Hard pass, but if you guess it right, you're sitting pretty.
That's the Millie Maker play. Like I would play one of the Eagles backfield mates in the Millie Maker. That's about it.
Ken Gainwell. There you go.
Yep, that's it. Just King Gainwell. Or DeAndre Swift just comes out as the alpha and just dominates.
Boston Scott.
Why not? He's always good for 2 touchdowns against the Giants.
Yeah.
Rashad Penny. Yeah.
So before we move on to wide receiver, are we not just gonna are we gonna ignore our king?
Yes.
No.
Because if King Henry's at less than 5%, you best believe he's occupying a roster spot on Sunday.
He's less than
builds had King, and I'm just I'm starting to really get into my builds. So that's one I'm definitely.
He's less than 5%. That'll be my guess through the week.
Again, if that's the case, it's definitely going to be. I'm getting in a mini stack with that Saints game. Then, give me some King, give me some Olave if I can fit it. Give me one of their secondary receivers if it. Taysom Hill.
You're not doing that.
Yeah, but he's listed as a quarterback now, so no, I'm not doing that.
Tennessee's defense is really bad against the pass.
It sucks.
Against the pass, it's bad. Against the run, they're fantastic. But that could bode well for the King, especially if you're going to keep it because when those games are shootouts, Derrick Henry's stats are through the roof always.
Absolutely.
So
I'm gonna make way.
And you're playing it's still Coors Field until otherwise. So
that's what I'm saying, Dale. What?
I think Minnesota has to be the new Coors Field. That's just my humble opinion.
I agree. Yes, Dale. What?
Derrick Henry is coming in at 5.2%, the exact same as Josh Jacobs and James Conner and Aaron Jones.
Add to cart.
Why is James Conner at 5.2%?
Why would anybody be playing James Conner? He should be 0.2%.
With that being said, he probably wins $70 million. So
Or Josh Jacobs would.
I would probably take Josh Jacobs.
If I end up with a Denver team, I'm playing Josh Jacobs.
Don't end up with a Denver team.
I told you it's my late swap.
Swaptions.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the Eagles game at 4:00, so I mean that's your. You can just go to there. You just go there.
Swap the Kenny Gainwell.
Swap to Kenny Gainwell. That's right.
If it hits, count the money. Back the truck up.
That Brinks truck gonna be knocking at your Twinsburg address, like, "Hey, my man, Kenny Gainwell money right here."
I was like, I stopped over last year. Come on with it.
Kenny Gainwell money right here, bro.
So before we do move on to wide receivers, you guys were talking about how a heavy favorite lost last year, week 1, to lose eliminator pools. I was looking, it could have been the 49ers losing to the Bears week 1.
It was.
Oh, in the monsoon?
In the monsoon.
Who would still keep their eliminator game as the monsoon game?
That guy. That guy right there.
I could believe it if Baker's like, I fell asleep. Like, all right, I could get that.
And then the Commanders beat the Jags last year.
That one's not a big one.
Yes, that wasn't. That probably didn't lose a lot of people. All I know is that everybody's going to be a lot of eliminator pool is going to be lost on Minnesota, though. I can tell you that.
No, they're not losing that game, bro.
Bucks winning that game, Baker.
They're not.
Bucks winning that game, Baker.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, my friend.
Let me talk to you. I mean, we can go ahead and do receivers real quick and just kind of stay in that game. I mean,
all right. Play Justin Jefferson. Hey,
man, I still feel like that has to be addressed because people still don't play Justin Jefferson and high-priced wide receivers. So I
100% agree with that. I mean, as much as you talk shit and everybody talks shit about playing Justin Jefferson and how good he is, blah blah blah. When it comes to clicking his name, why don't people do it?
I think the other guy whose name doesn't get clicked enough is probably Devontae Adams.
Oh, I'm running some Devontae Adams.
I don't want to talk about Devontae Adams. Chill.
Well, listen, he hurt me too. I still remember that Jared Stidham game.
I guarantee you.
So much money was lost that game. I said, "Hey, so much money was lost that day." Chill. So much money.
I texted this man, "Hey, I think I should swap to Devontae Adams here. He's playing the 49ers at home. It's not a great idea, but I should really swap to him."
Yep.
And I didn't.
Yep. You and I both agreed.
200 yards, 3 touchdowns later.
So now that Devontae Adams is in the late swap, we can officially say we can swap to Devontae Adams and actually do it this year. I'm just saying. Or on Sunday, I should say.
I am building in Devontae Adams. I'm not swapping to him. I'm building with him.
Nah, that's number one swaption right there. Him and Josh Jacobs, baby. Number one swaption.
Well, here's my problem with that. Because in the 1 o'clock window, Justin Jefferson's obviously going to be a very popular play. If you build that lineup, you're not swapping to Devontae Adams. You're not.
You think Justin Jefferson is going to be a popular play?
He should be a popular play, Sully. He should.
Mm-hmm. I agree. 100% agree. So, Dale, I'll start with you. What are your feelings about the rest of the receivers on this slate? And how do you feel about some of the cheapies? Because on DraftKings, people are going to be jamming in these 3K crappers. And there's a certain one that I'll definitely be fading.
Marvin Mims Jr.?
That would be the name, Baker. That would be the name.
He's a junior, right?
The only reason why
he's a junior. Yes, sir.
Okay.
The only reason why I say you might not want to fade him is because, like, Sean Payton traded up to draft him. And if Russ is going to have any significant deep ball throw, that's a guy that can get you one reception for 70 and a touchdown.
Just play Javonte Williams. Sorry, I'm taking my student role way too serious right now.
Listen, and I'm not against
Javonte.
I'm just taking my student role.
But if you're playing on DraftKings, wouldn't you rather play P Ryan? I feel like Javante might be more of a FanDuel play.
I feel like they're about to be Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram this year. That's what I think that backfield's going to be.
Yeah, but that means they'd be good, and that means the Broncos will be winning games, which they're not going to be. So,
I mean, they're gonna be good enough to come in third in their division.
I mean, their biggest question is by far the offensive line. If their offensive line plays well, Denver's offense will be just fine. So, I mean, it's the same thing like the Jets, right? If their offensive line can hold up, like they're gonna win some games.
as far as like a cheap play, can I shout out the boy, your boy Zach, real quick, Bake? If we don't get F1 on Sunday, you know who you can play.
Oh my god! And I mean, he took down a tournament with this dumb fuck on a week that he shouldn't have played him, but it worked. But go ahead, say it.
So, De'Ami Brown,
He took
3K, no F1, sliding some De'Ami Brown. I'm just saying.
That
you want to get off that chalk.
The week that Washington played Tennessee, he played De'Ami Brown, and I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that was my legit conversation with him. What are you doing? And De'Ami Brown scores 2 touchdowns. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, he's back in the 3K crapper conversation. Again,
I mean,
luckily,
if there's no F1, I can get with it this time.
So
yeah, the problem is that like he plays at 1, whereas Marvin Mims plays at 4. So if your lineups are doing like whatever they're doing for the 1 o'clock window and you have to get off like Marvin Mims, you have to swap to somebody later, like someone in the Rams game. So it's hard to build in De'Ami Brown because he plays at 1. So
I mean, I would actually be fine building in De'Ami just off the fact of 1v1 him versus Marvin Mims. If that's the route I'm going to go at half the ownership, he outscores him. I'm trouncel fucking all the lineups that have Marvin Mims.
I mean, I'd rather wait for the 4 o'clock window for that swap because I'd rather get off a 3K crapper to go to another 3K crapper like Puka Nakua or Tutu Atwell in the Seattle game. So I mean,
what the fuck did you just call him?
His name is Puka Nakua. He's the wide receiver for the Rams, bro. He's going to be in the slot.
We're taking your word for it.
The inflection in your tone and the Puka, like all of it.
I mean, that's his name. That's literally his name. I didn't make that up.
No, I know his name. I'm aware of the man's name. Like, I know him.
Do you play his college ball at Wakanda or?
Hey, Baker.
Africa. God,
it's going off the rails. It's going off the rails.
Oh boy,
it's going off the rails. Just that's
anyway.
When are we ever on the rails? Let's be real.
Hey man, if he scores, you're just gonna hear a voicemail from me just saying "Puku Nakua." All right, Silencio. Ungao. Okay, wide receivers. Not named Puku Nakua.
Shark bait. I
was just about to say that.
Chili, go on. Give me some takes here at wide receiver, man.
Yeah, I mean, we could start up at the high end. I mean, you're looking at wide receivers. Jamar Chase in that Browns-Bengals game. That's probably the game with the, sneaky shootout potential. I think Chase is fine. If you don't want to pay up for Chase, you want to pay for Higgins. I understand it. I think Amari Cooper deserves a look in that game as well. They're playing at home. Again, if we think this game's going to shoot out, it's a pretty easy stack if you want to go Watson, Njoku, and Cooper, running back with Higgins. It's pretty affordable when you start adding in some of these other guys. We kind of look at this middle. You start to get the guys. You start to get to the Tampa Bay wide receivers. I mean, Chris Godwin at 5,900. That's probably a really good value. I could see him being chalk. So you might want to pay up to 400 to go to Evans. If Terry McLaurin is out, I think Jahad Dotson probably becomes the super chalk then, right? At 5K.
Or or
So I mean, you got that. How many people do you think are going to try to make this Michael Thomas thing work?
Mikel Tomos.
I would.
Because if there's any week for it to work, it's against the Titans, who are absolutely
that is large. Michael Thomas is large field only. Like again, if I want to build an extremely contrarian lineup, and I was talking about, like I said, using King Henry or something like that in a large field setting, Michael Thomas would be the run back.
I think you can go small field in that. Honestly,
I would not dare.
And then I guess
under 1,000 entries, I'll run Michael Thomas.
And then this is probably a pretty fair question. Like, if you're playing Lamar and you're going to double stack him, what wide receiver do you put him with?
Don't double stack him.
Play roulette and have your 4 options and pick the 2 that come up.
So
I'll take Master Bateman over anybody.
Yeah, Master Bateman.
What
Sorry,
are you
man,
doing?
my comeback player of the year plays for that team. So give me some OBJ.
So I was gonna say because you
figure his name is Master Bateman.
He's still coming off an injury, correct?
He's good.
Just like all the receivers coming off an injury.
Right.
They're fine. They'll be out there.
I think that could be probably one of the potential things to the slate. Maybe more large field is again, I do think Baltimore does beat the brakes off of them at home. So, and I actually think Houston can kind of keep this game within a margin.
Oh, I think Houston can definitely fight back.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then if you're going to stack Lamar, I'd probably say you probably put Nico Collins in as the run back.
I can see that.
And then, for me, since I do like Russ, so Marvin Mims would be my cheap guy. If he's chalk, then that's fine. Taking a look at that. So,
no thanks.
Give me Cortland Sutton.
I get it, but no thanks.
Give me Cortland Sutton at half the ownership.
Again, that's another good play. I mean,
Cortland Sutton's not a 3K crapper, so Marvin Mims is
a 5K crapper.
It's $2,000, bro.
Well, Cortland Sutton will have no ownership if Terry McLaurin's out because all that ownership it automatically goes right to Dotson. I would think.
What he said.
Yeah, agreed.
And then I think I would play Calvin Ridley. I mean, I didn't mention Lawrence, but I think Calvin Ridley's I think they're gonna come out and establish to get him the ball. I mean, this is the closest thing he's had to a number 1 wide receiver. Kirk's going back into the slot, so I would get it to Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley has a lot to prove as well.
Yeah, prove that he needs to keep his phone down and not get on DraftKings or FanDuel and bet on his teams.
And I don't know his price on FanDuel, but Mike Williams is $5,700 on DK, and that to me screams free spot.
Yeah, that price is egregious. Same with Amari Cooper.
Mike Williams is going to be. It might be the highest owned wide receiver on this slate.
Might we?
Speaking of,
Go ahead.
Rest in peace, Mike Williams.
Oh, I know.
Did you, a steel beam fell on his head at a construction site.
That's what happened?
That's what I read.
Sheesh.
That's crazy, man.
That's yeah, it was an art. I mean, again, take it with a grain of salt, but the article I was reading, that's what they said happened. It was he was only like 36.
36, yeah.
Yes, I saw it was at a construction site, so that works.
Yeah, they said it was a steel beam fell down and hit him in the head.
Yep.
Shame.
I feel like I need to play Mike Williams just because of Mike Williams.
You know I was obsessed with Mike Williams back in the day, Baker.
Oh, you were so obsessed with Mike Williams.
That was my boy, man.
I was a big fan. He played at USC, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, that's where I remember him from. I was a big fan of his coming out of US.
The University of Spoiled Children.
And Mike Williams on FanDuel is 7,100, so they're not playing that shit on FanDuel.
DraftKings will let you get away with it.
I mean, even for 7,100, man, that's still kind of Still kind of
It's
cheap.
still a good price.
It's still a good price.
It's still a good price.
It's a good price, but DraftKings just said, yeah, sure, play him. Why the fuck not?
Well, I mean, like he's mentioned before, man, they want to keep these prices a little bit light. They want to suck you in.
I like when I get sucked
They want
in.
to suck you in. They want to suck you in. Dale, did we miss anybody at receiver?
Can I interest anybody?
Didn't you mean me? Because you already talked to him. You ain't talked to
No,
me.
we didn't talk to me. My take got interrupted by you people. People.
I'm gonna interrupt you again, Baker. How much? Baker, how much Jordan Addison you playing?
Oh, best believe Jordan Addison's in the player pool, like without a doubt.
Okay, he might be in my player pool as well. If I'm going to play one large field GPP team. Dale, do you have something to say?
In your run backs in your Baker Mayfield stacks, I got it. I see you.
Oh, bet.
I see you. Rude, Baker. Rude. Yes, Dale. Do you have something to say to the class?
I do. Can I interest anybody?
Tight ends. We're looking at seeing as how we don't have Travis Kelce on the slate. You had to
continue.
Have known. You had to have known. You had to have known I was going to do something like that. You had to have known. All right, go ahead, Dale.
I would expect that from your manager in charge, but not from the owner. Okay.
It's me. I'm the manager.
You are the manager.
I'm the manager.
I am the manager.
I just went all Karen on you, like he's asking to speak to the manager right now.
Because he is the manager.
I am the manager.
Go ahead, Dale. Anyways, Elijah Moore at 3,800. Anybody?
Not a bad play, especially if you're going to get in that game.
You get a thumb up from me.
I mean, it was a cheap-ish run back to your...
Yeah, I mean, 3,800 for a starting receiver. I mean...
Right?
Yeah.
The hype. One of the most hyped receivers this offseason, so... Yeah.
You ain't wrong, Baker. Oh, my God, dude. Living in Cleveland, hearing about Eli Moore, dude, is freaking killing me.
Every fucking day.
Yeah. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
It's almost like... I feel like his hype is almost like the hype that Clyde Edwards-Helaire was supposed to get that he never lived up to.
Oh, the year he got drafted, the second he said Kansas City is like, hey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Bro, he was a top 5 pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what he did?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Hey, he won me weeks in regular season, like weeks 1 through 6. He won me multiple weeks last year.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Shut up.
When he was
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He
scored a lot of touchdowns. He scored like 8 touchdowns in the first 6 weeks.
He's not wrong.
Or like we were talking about how we think that the Houston-Baltimore game can stay competitive. What about I personally believe, the number one option in Houston as a wide receiver in Nico Collins?
That was already mentioned.
Yeah, I think Chill brought him up.
I thought...
I did. I brought up Nico. Yeah.
Yep.
My apologies.
It's a good take, though.
Yeah, it is a good take. It's a good take.
Good take. Good take.
Yeah, boy. And then just being completely off, like this is my off the rail one, is going back to my quarterback thing too, is if you want to pick up George Pickens for $5,000.
Like I said, man, that game could do something stupid. Like that's one game, like Baker mentioned with the Philadelphia game. Like this game could do something stupid. I don't know why. It is week 1. That's my justification for it. Yeah, George Pickens, sure, absolutely. I'm fine with that.
I'm going to give one wide receiver take, and we can move to the position that I don't give a flying fuck about.
No one cares. Not about your take about the position.
Yeah.
Coming up.
And I'm going to go back to the game in which I kind of mentioned before, the Philly-New England game. Obviously, the thought process is that Bill Belichick's going to take away whatever you do best, right? Is that A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith?
A.J. Brown.
In that case, play Devonta Smith.
You got a coin next to you, Baker?
Or they take away both, and then, it's just the running backs just dominate. Can you game well, baby?
When you find that coin, Baker, go ahead and flip it. Heads is going to be A.J. Brown, and tails will be Devonta Smith. So go ahead.
By the way, Sully, I'm gonna get off the rails again with you. This is what I keep my change in.
The fuck is that?
Why? You know what? 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 You raised your hand? What do you want?
Who?
You.
Oh, I'm looking at my phone. I must have touched something. Sorry.
This fucking cocksucker. All right, tight ends.
Well,
Whatever you can fit. Whatever you can fit.
I'm going to mention one more wide receiver. I think Brandon Ayuk for 4,900 seems really cheap.
Stupidly cheap.
Brock Purdy.
Stupidly cheap.
Again,
understand.
this game, man. This game could do something stupid.
I feel like
It
I'm getting
truly
talked
could.
into this game. I feel like I'm getting
Because
talked.
I think Brandon Ayuk.
I think we're getting talked into this game. Yep, I agree.
As you should.
I just think Brandon Ayuk is their number one wide receiver over Debo at this point.
agree.
I agree.
Yes.
I mean,
at
tight end, you're just going to play mine and Baker's bet. You're going to play Kyle Pitts, or you're going to play Tyler Higbee.
Well, Tyler Higbee's now the chalk, so I'm not playing Tyler Higbee.
Oh, yeah, screw that. I'm not playing a chalky Tyler Higbee. Kiss my... This ain't going to happen.
Absolutely not. Season long, I'm fucking somebody with Tyler Higbee. Multiple people, because I have a bunch of Tyler Higbee. But DFS, nah. Tyler Higbee can eat a bag of dicks.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm playing a handful, and that's about it. I'm playing the Chief because of Cincinnati runbacks. You probably get some Dr. Schultz in Baltimore runbacks, some TJ Hawkinson in my Tampa Bay runbacks, and end of list. Anybody else want to talk? Go right ahead. I'm done.
Greg Dulcich at 4K.
If for whatever reason Mark Andrews gets ruled out, play Isaiah Likely.
Lock.
Very likely.
You know what? You know what, Dale? I have a 1v1 for you. You take Greg Dulcich, I'll take Adam Troutman.
Who? We're both about to get 0, so it don't matter.
Adam Troutman versus Greg Dulcich.
Sure.
He doesn't realize that Adam Troutman is the other tight end in Denver. He has no clue.
You do realize you still owe me a 6-pack anyways.
You mentioned this when I don't come to your house. If you would have just thrown that out there, I don't know, 3 days ago.
You were a maybe to come to my house 3 days ago, and you just showed up.
You could have still mentioned the 6-pack.
I told you I was coming when I got off work.
Could have still mentioned the 6-pack. Anywho, any other tight end takes that I need to worry about because I hate this position?
If you want to
play Travis Kelce.
If you want to get real weird, just play Triple H. Play some Hayden Hurst.
No, not another Triple H sighting.
He's 3K. He starts.
Oh my God.
Rookie quarterback.
Chili. If we're going to play a cheap starting tight end in the highest scoring game on the slate, why are we not talking about Durham Smythe?
He's 2,800.
He's 2,800.
Why does he actually have ownership right now? Why does he actually have ownership?
Because he's the starting tight end for the Dolphins, baby.
It's only 2%. It's only 2%.
Hey, man, I'm part of it.
That 2% is me and Sully.
I hate you both.
It's us, Durham.
Can I interest anybody in some Mike Gesicki?
No.
Why?
In New England? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What are you playing, Mac Jones? Get out of here with that shit.
I'd rather play Josh Dobbs.
Right?
Honestly.
I honestly would too.
At least I know he'll be throwing the entire game.
The only person I could say, if you're going to pay up is TJ Hawkinson. I'm done.
Understood.
So, any interest in Big Irv?
Yeah, actually, against the Browns.
I mean, he has touchdown upside, but
yeah, that's about it. Like literally, touchdown or bust.
So you guys should go back and look at the stats. I really don't have them in front of me right now, and I'm too lazy to go look at them. But if you do go look at the stats for the tight ends versus the Browns last year when Cincinnati played them, he threw a shit ton to.
That's because we don't know how to guard the middle of the fucking field.
Nope. Because we have no linebackers.
Never have, never will. Yeah,
let's be real. We're all watch on Sunday. Jawan Johnson just catch 3 touchdowns for no reason.
Because that's what he does.
Yep.
My God. I'm going to stack some Chris Olave, and here we come with Jawan Johnson.
Nah, Foster Moreau's his shit.
What is it?
Oh yeah, the
Traquan,
island is on that
Traquan
team,
Smith.
isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Bruh.
The island of Foster Moreau.
And he has that rapport with Derek Carr. Just saying.
Just saying.
So I mean, the gist of tight end this week is just play whoever you want.
Yeah, you want to play Chig Accountable? Play Chig Accountable.
Yeah, just play whoever you want.
Don't
Only
tell
thing
him to
you-
do that.
Only thing you shouldn't do is play Kyle Pitts.
Well, that's not what the smart people say.
That's not what the Sims say, Baker.
Well, the Sims also say to play Mark Andrews. How much Mark Andrews are you people playing?
Why play Mark Andrews when I can play Durham Smythe? I'm just.
Durham Smythe is not popping in my Sims, Sully.
You should manually add him. Adjust his points. Adjust his projections, bro.
If I adjust his projections to have fucking 15 touchdowns, he still won't pop in my fucking Sim, Sully.
Baker, who do you want at tight end against Durham Smythe on Sunday, bro? I'll take it.
What price range are you giving me? Because you're not giving me the field.
From
clearly.
2,800 and below.
All right. Talk defense, and I will. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick.
Why do we need to talk defense? You don't even need to look at the defense. You're playing DraftKings. You're playing the freaking Commanders. We're done here.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Yep.
You might have a different defense.
Who?
No, you don't.
I don't.
I do.
Go on, chill. Explain to me why I shouldn't be playing $2,900 watch the Commanders against the Cardinals. Please tell me.
Again, I mean, you can absolutely play it. It's the chalk. I mean, I'm not going to fault anybody for playing it. But Atlanta's defense at home against Bryce Young, Carolina's offensive line has been really, really bad this year, and that poor boy has already been getting sacked a lot. And I really do like Atlanta's defense in that game at home against the Panthers. And then if you want to get contrarian, just pay up. You just pay up for one of them higher defenses. I think either one.
Like the Ravens?
I think the Ravens would be fine against CJ Stroud. I guess the only fear in that one is if Houston comes out and runs the ball a lot, how much equity are you going to get? So you would need Lamar and them to get out to a big lead for the throwing to go up.
It's fair. Baker, yes.
Give me 3,200 and I got somebody for you.
Okay, yeah, 3,200. That's fine.
Give me Jelani Woods.
I'm gonna have to write that one down because I'm not gonna remember our Jelani Woods Durham Smythe bet.
Can I add something to that? Considering Jelani Woods got placed on the IR,
When?
the 30th,
Suck
August
it.
30th.
You don't even want to play an active player, you loser. What are you talking about? That's a win. That's a dub. Already got one on you, Baker. Suck it.
Actually, you know what? I'll change it to the Isle of Foster Moreau. Since we were just talking about him. I'll change it to the Isle of Foster Moreau.
He doesn't even start. Does he start?
No, he does not.
Chili? Does he start?
Juwan Johnson's their starter. I'll change it to the Isle of Foster Moreau.
It's an inside joke between me and him.
You take Foster Moreau, and I'll take damn Mike Gesicki.
What is
You're
he
obsessed with Mike Gesicki has to stop.
Listen, man, Mike Gesicki last year when I played Mike Gesicki got me like 3 catches for 3 touchdowns, okay?
Got lucky.
One thing he's ever done in his damn life.
Would you play Mike Gesicki in a $100 lineup, Dale?
I don't play $100 lineups, so
okay. No, Dale. This is hypothetical. You got $100. The boss gives you $100. You playing Mike Gesicki in that lineup that week?
Yeah, because he's giving me free money.
No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. No,
listen, if someone's giving me free money, I'm playing
okay,
the same
Dale, it's your money. You're putting in the $100. You playing Mike Gesicki? No, the fuck you're not. So get off your Mike Gesicki hype train. You play for a nickel. Knock it off.
I play for $3.
You're a Gesicki high horse, okay? And shut up.
I might legitimately put Durham Smythe in a $100 lineup, Dale. All right?
I would be a dick. What is? Oh my god! I need to check his price on FanDuel real quick. Hold on.
He's free. He's free on FanDuel. You don't even have to look at his price. He's free.
Go ahead with the rest of the defensive takes, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
If you guys aren't believers in Russell Wilson, the Raiders defense is 2,300.
I said the same exact thing on my YouTube video earlier. So yep, I agree.
I just can't click the Raiders defense.
It's because you believe, Bake.
Right,
No,
it's because you're a believer.
Shun the non-believer.
I'm
All
a
right,
what?
he's 4,600 on FanDuel. 4,600. It's not bad. It's not bad. Isaiah Likely, to be put in his perspective, is 4,700, and he's the backup for now. For now,
to get to tight end, I think a tight end that's going to go overlooked is probably Gerald Everett.
you know he moved on from tight ends, right?
I know, but I just took a look and I saw his name, and I know Kellen Moore really likes to throw the tight end a lot
Throw
more
it
than
out
their
there, right?
previous.
Right, I feel that.
So
Yeah, just throw it out there. Yeah.
I mean, Dalton Schultz. I mean, all the Cowboys tight ends did great under Kellen Moore. So I think Gerald Everett could see a nice little bump up.
Yeah, just play Jake Ferguson this week too, even though he's not on the main slate.
What about Michael Mayer? I'm still talking about tight ends. Oh my god, my bad. But anyway, the Vegas tight end. Just saying,
I like it.
he's cheap.
No,
Very cheap.
You're breaking Broncos teams, Baker. There's a cheap run back.
Late swap.
Well, if you late swap to
Besides
the Broncos,
Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is the one Raider I'm playing regardless. But besides late swap, that's the only way I'm getting on the Broncos. Is late swap.
I'm just saying. Oh, Michael Mayer. Anyway,
Like, all of my 2-win Justin Herbert lineups, if they fail at one, we're swapping the Broncos and freaking Raiders.
You should just swap to Jordan Love.
No, he can't because his quarterback's already going at one, just like my quarterback's going at one. Baker Mayfield.
That sounds disgusting.
It's going to be disgusting when I'm at the top of the leaderboards, Baker. Dale, any defensive takes before we go ahead and wrap it up for the night?
No. You don't wrap it up.
Wrap up the show.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. My bad.
The DFS Deli, not the big show, if you know what I'm saying. If you feel what I'm saying. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
All right, Paul.
All right, before we get out of here, one bold prediction for Sunday. Just could be regular season, it could be fantasy, it could be DFS. Bold prediction. Just off the wall. Go on.
Go ahead.
I do this every time I have an episode, so you shouldn't be like shocked that I'm doing this.
You should just say Mike Gesicki's number one tight end, Dale.
Go ahead, Bake. What's your hot take? Go ahead.
Are we? I didn't realize I was starting. My bad.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure, whatever. Whoever wants to jump on in, whoever wants to dive on in.
I'm gonna go with. We're just gonna go break the slate. Joe Mixon breaks the slate.
Yeah, but I want to play Derrick Henry.
Joe Mixon, like you're gonna need Joe Mixon to take something down. Joe Mixon's part of your millionaire maker, all that fun shit. Joe
but
Mixon.
I want to play Derrick Henry, Baker. Don't make me play Joe Mixon instead.
Play both M
in the same lineup.
Both M.
I could afford that with Baker Mayfield.
You could afford anything with Baker Mayfield.
Damn right. Chili, something bold.
Yeah, maybe not break the slate potential, but I think Bijan will be a top 3 running back this week.
So in his debut, huh?
I need to
yeah, they're playing at home. And Atlanta's offensive line is ranked in the top 5. I don't think a lot of people give that line a lot of credit. But yeah, Baker, if you want to do Bijan against Mixon,
I thought you didn't do 1v1s. Like that's what you said earlier in the show. You don't do 1v1s. No,
not when you called me out for a 1v1. This is the part of the show where we do the 1v1.
I mean, I'm not
my other bold take, Baker. I got one more.
I'm no punk bitch like you, so I'll take Joe Mixon versus Bijan.
Wow, that's harsh, bro. Calm down.
The other bold take, Durham Smythe, over 12 fantasy points.
I am turning my phone off on Sunday.
Yeah.
If I see Durham Smythe score, I'm turning my phone the fuck off.
Baker, God help you if Kyle Pitts. I have 2 tight ends, one in the 1 p.m. window and one in the 4, one at 1, one at 4.
It's lit, Baker.
If Kyle Pitts accidentally scores, I'm fine with it because it'll be his only touchdown for the season.
It's lit.
If he scores a touchdown, Baker, you're going to see that dude in the optimal every week.
the rest of the season. Right.
You're
It's a
not
wrap.
wrong.
It's a wrap.
Baker's just gonna be sitting there like, why do I pay for this?
Right. You're going to have to manually X him out if
Yeah,
he dares score.
Baker's just sitting there fucking auto renew. God damn it.
He already does that.
As I just got charged yesterday, you're right. Damn it.
My bold take is pretty clear. I've made it clear since the very beginning. Baker Mayfield
Fuck
will be on the Millie winning team.
Mayfield.
Baker
Fuck
Mayfield will be on the Millie winner team on both DraftKings and FanDuel.
So you need Baker Mayfield, Joe Mixon, and Bijan Robinson. Okay.
And Durham Smythe.
You'll need Durham Smythe in there to get Jay Jetta and Godwin.
There it is. There it is. And Dale, bold take for Sunday?
Does it have to be fantasy or no?
No, it doesn't. Absolutely not.
All right, then. New England will beat Philadelphia by at least 2 touchdowns.
A domination spot from the Patriots against the defending NFC champs?
That's the boldest take That's the boldest take. Good for you, Dale.
That's bold as shit.
I was gonna say 10. I was gonna say 10, but I'll say 14.
Dale, you could have said by 1, and it's a bold take.
Yeah, you said
I agree.
wins.
Yeah, win would have been a.
What did he say?
But he said a domination spot. Wow. Okay. Well, I think it's a great time to go ahead and shut down the deli. If you haven't already done so, like and subscribe. Head on over to the YouTube channel and check us out over there. And good luck on Sunday. If I get to getting around to doing a contrarian show for the secret menu, I will do so. But I do have to work my other job on Saturday night, so it might be a late one. And my man Chill is going to be in another state, so
I got you, fam. I got you. Fam.
If you do a Saturday show, let me know, and I'll try to let you know who you guys are picking up at the end of the bar.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I need to call in because the fat chick at the end of the bar needs to be known on the Saturday show.
Yeah, Sully, you want to do a late Saturday show? Send a text. I got you, fam.
I'm going to hit you with the you up.
You do a late set. Oh, you're talking like that late?
I don't get off until midnight.
I'm in.
And that's work. I don't get off again until 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in if you're doing it that late.
Oh, I'll be in doing it that late.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And this is how both of you ended up with kids. Both of you ended up with kids.
Yeah.
He's
All
not
right, boys. Let's shut down the grills. Head to your smoke break, Baker. I'll see you later. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out. Once again, like I said, check us out on YouTube over there. And as always, we're going to close up shop, and we'll see you all at the top. Thanks for listening. Wait. Thanks for listening. Peace.